say take the militia movement. So after the Oklahoma City bombing, a lot of attention to the militia movement. But why? How come they don't have a militia movement in, Sweden or something? Why do we have it here? Well, does it have anything to do with what's been going on here for the last 20 years? What's going on is pretty striking. There's been a spectacular redistribution of wealth. There's enormous, the country's just awash in capital. Profits are going through the roof, but it's very narrowly concentrated. Meanwhile, you take people like, say, Timothy McVeigh, who's supposed to have done the bombing. I don't know anything about him, but if you look at that sector of the population that he comes from, they've taken quite a beating over the past 20 years. Not by any laws of nature, it's not some laws of capitalism or anything. This is conscious social policy directed to rolling back the whole system of social support and solidarity and so on, whatever developed over the past years. And it's been a very concentrated campaign, and it's had a lot of effect. People of, say, Timothy McVeigh's background, like, say white male high school graduates, that kind of category, have probably lost 20% of their income in the last 15 years as a result of very deliberate social policy. Those same policies that are putting plenty of money into the pockets of the super rich. Well, they don't see what's going on. There's the corporate offensive, which has been incredible. The propaganda offensive is a big story in itself. I don't have time to talk about it, but things are beginning to come out about it, even a few academic studies. It's been astonishing over the past 50 years, picking up in the past 20 years. And one of its goals is to demonize government. They want people to hate government. Now, it's not because they are the tools and tyrants of government, and they intend that to continue. So they want the government to continue pouring money into their pockets. So they've got to have a big, powerful government. On the other hand, it's a very good idea to get people to hate government. Why? Well, there's plenty of things that the government does that are pretty awful and that you'd like to hate. But that's not why they want you to hate government. They want you to hate government for two reasons. One is because as we put it, government is the shadow cast by business over society, and it's better to have people look at the shadow, not the substance. So don't hate the Fortune 500, hate government. Hate the tool, not the tyrant. The other reason is that government has a flaw. It's potentially democratic. Potentially it can be influenced by people, and we even know how to do it. And it does work. So there are ways for people to participate in some fashion in affecting and influencing governmental decisions, and that's a serious flaw. If power shifts over into the hands of private tyrannies, which are totally unaccountable and are basically totalitarian institutions, it's perfect. Then there's no way for the public to do a thing. Like we can't make any decisions about GE policy, let's say. And we can't organize to do anything about it except, very indirectly. Like even in a totalitarian state, you can influence policies by disruption and, all sorts of things. But there's no mechanism for doing it. These are tyrannical organizations, and that's long been understood, in fact. In fact, even their roots come out of the same background as Bolshevism and fascism, if you look at it. And if power can be shifted over into their hands, we're home free. Then there is no threat of democracy. That's a large part, I think the main part of the purpose of getting what's called, devolution, moving power from the federal government down to state governments. The federal government is basically the shadow of big business, but state governments are even the shadow of middle-sized business. They're very easily manipulated by private power, a lot more than the federal government. So therefore, if you can get you can get block grants down to the states, they're going to be so controlled by local business interests that money is going to end up in the pockets of rich people. It more or less does anyhow, but it'll go far more in this case. So yeah, all of these are, anyhow, coming back to Timothy, the right-wing movements, they end up with a move of what's called anti-politics. Because if your life is collapsing and you don't understand what's going on and you just can't see the source of power because it's sort of, you don't read Fortune magazine, and you got drummed into your head over and over, actually for 50 years, this, hate labor, hate the government, hate welfare mothers, and so on and so forth, what's called anti-politics, then you take it out on somebody. And you take it out on immigrants or, black mothers or government offices. That's the only thing you see around that you can blame anything on. So I think, so what's missing in the analysis of the right-wing movements, I think, is the source of it. You know, it's not coming out of nowhere. It's not because people are crazy. You know, it's a very devastated society. It's full of cults, you know, fanaticism. People are isolated from one another. They can't figure out rational, constructive ways to respond to what's going on, and the end result can be pretty ugly. People like Pat Buchanan are exploiting that to the limits, but they're exploiting something that's real, and that's what ought to be discussed, not what he's saying.